YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, Reggie with the light. Welcome to another episode of Narrowminded, where I come to give you inspiration, motivation, encouragement, empowerment, and a whole bunch of light. Today's topic is gonna be a controversial topic, and today's topic is about, should black people only date inside their race? Should black people only date other black people? And my consciousness, my growth, my spiritual growth, is not going to allow me to say, yes, black people should only date inside their race, because I know how the universe works and I do not want to test the universe, because the universe is going to be like, oh, okay, is that right? All right. And then I end up with, a Japanese woman somewhere, and I moved to Japan, and people gonna be like, Reggie, remember you said black people should, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to test the universe, but that's my spiritual side. My narrow-minded side, and that's why this show is called Narrow-Minded, has a whole different outlook on this topic, But then again, the way these black women been acting, all this masculinity they've been having, saying it with their chest every single day, don't want a man to be a man, want to be the man and the one man. I might have to go peek outside the race, because y'all been tripping lately. I know y'all educated. I know y'all, doing y'all thing, but I'm still a man. You ain't finna out masculine me. You do not have testicles. You do not have balls. All right? So you ain't finna be telling me what to do. I don't care how much money you make, and I don't care how educated you are. You ain't finna lead me, goddammit. I'm the leader. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Nah, all seriousness though, I really do encourage, black people to date inside their race, because, at the end of the day, you're going to love who you love. I'm not going to take that away from nobody. If you're dating outside your race, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But at the same time, it's like, it's almost like, do you see value in yourself? Because if you got to go outside your race just to find a partner, that means that you got to look at yourself and be like, do I even love myself? Do I love my skin color? Do I love who I am? Do I love my curly hair? Do I love this brown skin? Do I love where I come from and who I am? Because and do you have self-pride? Do you have pride for your race? Black people, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot, and it's not only in America, it's in Africa, it's everywhere we are located. Earth is our turf, so we're all over the planet. And, everywhere we haven't been treated the best. So we, a lot of us have a low self view of ourself, a low self view of our, race, I ain't gonna say low self-esteem, but we don't look at ourselves as the kings and queens that we truly are. And some of it is self-inflicted and some of it is forced, and so, in order to rebuild that self, confidence, in order to rebuild that pride within your race, in order to rebuild that, we need to start really coming together and really start to build within our race, right? And a lot of people be like, well, Reggie, that's racist. You're being racist. I'm not being racist. If I go up in a Chinese restaurant and I see a nice looking Chinese woman and I try to go and get my holler on, Pop's gonna be looking at me like, no vegetable fried rice for you. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go into a Spanish restaurant, Hector gonna be like, no, No more locked doors. You date black men, you leave. I'm mixing up I'm mixing up, you know what I'm saying, the voices or whatever. But y'all get what I'm saying. You know, regardless of what we want to believe, you know, Asian, like I'm me being a black man trying to date an Asian woman, her family is 9 times out of 10 not gonna really be on board with it, you know, from the get-go. I said 9 times out of 10. If I go and try to talk to, you know, a Spanish, you know, woman, you know, 9 times out of 10, her family is not gonna be on board with it. You know, it's same thing if I go try to talk to, you know, a white woman. You know, their family gonna be, you know, Elizabeth, we need to have a talk. Yes, we need to have a talk. You know, family meeting. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But when it comes to black people wanting to, you know, only procreate and date within their race, we have to be racist. Why is that? We can't take no pride in our own race. We can't have pride in our own race. I'm not racist at all. Like I said, wherever you find love, that's where you find love. But, you know, in my narrow-minded opinion, yes, I would like to find love within my race. I would like to find a beautiful a beautiful black woman that I can have a family with, settle down with, build an empire with, have children with, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know, and we, but, you know, that's in my narrow-minded opinion, you know, that's not the opinion of everybody else, you know what I'm saying, but that's just how I view things, because we really have to start building up our community. We really have to start loving each other. We really have to start pouring that love and that positivity back into each other, you know, and you know, because we have been through a lot, you know, a lot has been taken from us, even in our own homeland or home continent of Africa. You know, you got the Chinese over there buying up all type of land right now. You know, and exactly what happened in South Africa when, you know, when the European settlers took over South Africa, and how they take the minerals and how they take, you know, the resources out of Africa, how they, you know, even take the people. You know, these iPhones that we have, we don't understand that, you know, they go into Africa and get the material to make these iPhones, and you know they're not paying these people good wages to dig and to recoup these resources in order to make these expensive as Apple iPhones that we, you know, buy every year, because they come out with a new version every year. But, you know, so we really got to start to love each other. And, you know, if you can't find love within your own race, what does that say about your race? Like, what does that say? You know, and I feel like, you know, we should be able to find love within our own race, because even if I did date outside my race, I don't want to be, you know, say I, you know, get, you know, date me, you know, a nice looking Asian woman, and we at a family function, and they trying to, you know, they serving up, you know, quail or octopus or something. I'm just like, I don't eat this. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat this, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and then, you know, Black Lives Matter comes on the TV screen, and, you know, they got to act like they really care when they really don't, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I don't really understand their culture, and they don't really understand mine, and the jokes that they say, I'm not really laughing because it's not really funny, and I don't even really understand it. You get what I'm saying? And everybody got to walk on pins and needles, you know. Of course, in a perfect world, that wouldn't be the case, but this is not a perfect world, you know. So, you know, I just want to be comfortable. I want to be, you know, with my people, and I want to have, you know, I want to have someone who can understand me, understand the struggle that I went through. You know, if I date outside my race, they're really not going to understand me. They're really not going to understand the struggle that I went through, nor would their family really care. You know, they might care, but their family don't care. You know, so now you gotta, you know, and you know, now it's all awkward at the family functions, and you know, it's just, you know, if you can do it, more power to you. But I mean, to me, I would save myself the headache. You know, I know I can find a beautiful black woman that I can procreate, build a foundation with, and and be successful and have a successful relationship with. It's really not that difficult. If I love myself, and then I have enough love to love a black woman. You understand what I'm saying? And I know black women are, they they a lot. You know what I'm saying? They a lot. But I feel like I'm able to deal with that. But that's just my narrow-minded opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if you watch this, episode of Narrow-Minded, thank you for watching this episode. And you already know who I am. I'm Reggie with the light, where I come to give you inspiration, motivation, encouragement, empowerment, and a whole bunch of light. I'm out.